Hey awesome people of the internet!
I'm Erica.
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 Hey awesome people of the internet!
I'm Erica. I'm Erica.
And we're lovers.
Char! So, naka-move on na ako, guys, after almost 2 years. Naka-move on na ako, guys. Isn't that convincing? Like, trust me. So if you're new to my channel, go click the subscribe button because I know that you're an awesome person. That rhymes. Click mo na rin yung like and yung bell button beside the subscribe button para you can make my day instantly better. Because if you can make a person's day better, or if you can make a person smile by just clicking something on your phone or on your laptop, you do it. You know, because there's so many problems in the world, and if you can make one person happy, just do it, you know? So if you're already done clicking that, thank you so much. You just made my day instantly better. I freaking swear. Whenever may dumadagdag na subscribers sa channel ko, I'm just gonna stare at my phone and be like, the happiness it brings me, it just brightens up my day. So if you don't know yet, I post videos every Wednesday and Saturday at 7 p.m. So you guys just stay tuned and subscribe and click the notification bell para updated kayo whenever I post videos. So before we start, I would first like to put a disclaimer out there because I am not a love guru and I am perfectly 101% single, kaya please don't call me out and say na how can you give relationship advice if you're not even in a relationship. But I'm making this video to share to you guys what I learned from my first relationship. Di ko pwede sabihin yung name niya eh. Wait, mag-isip tayo ng name. Let's think of a name. Tago na lang natin siya sa pangalang Kokoy. If in-apply ko to sa relationship namin ni Kokoy, I think magtatagal kami. And if I apply this to my next relationship, he's gonna be my last na. Because I'm the type of person talaga na ayoko mag-enter in a relationship when I know na I'm not really serious or I don't really like the person. Yung, alam mo yun, hindi ko lang siya crush, yung love ko talaga siya. That's why, siguro wala pa akong jowa ngayon kasi hindi pa ako nakakilala ng person ever since my first relationship na super love ko talaga, yung ramdam ko talaga yung love. Tsaka recently lang ako nakamove on, so that's a given. That's a given. I just think that if I applied this to my next relationship, mahanap ko na si Mr. Right. You know, gonna be Mr. Right, gonna be live of my life. Yes. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So para ma-explain ko na maayos the advices or the tips that I'm gonna be giving you guys, bibigyan ko kayo ng 5 golden rules. So rule number 1 is jealousy and pride are the 2 poisons in a relationship. Rule number 2, proper communication is the key. Rule number 3, appreciate the little things. Rule number 4, everyone has flaws, so never ever give up on your partner. And lastly, rule number 5, always put your God in the center of your relationship. Okay, so rule number 1, jealousy and pride are the 2 poisons in a relationship. Girl! This is rule number 1 kasi I think that this is the 2 things I had in my first relationship and it is one of the biggest factors on why me and Kokoy broke up. So, ganito kasi yun. Hindi naman kami parehas selosa and ma-pride. Yung isa sa amin is selosa, which is this girl. Tapos, yung isa naman ma-pride. I'm sorry, Kokoy, if you're watching this, but we both learned our lesson and napag-usapan naman natin yung stuff na to. So, I'm sorry. Please don't get offended. It's just, you know, para ma-explain ko na maayos. Okay? Like the like button, Kokoy, if you agree. So, explain ko, bakit siya tinatawag na poison. Kasi diba poison, toxic yon. So, kapag in-apply mo to sa relationship, kapag puro ka selos, puro ka pride, girl, that relationship's gonna fall down the drain. That's not gonna last, girl. I know that most of my viewers are teenagers. Or like, may ka-age. Ka-edad ko, I mean. So, this is something na ma-apply mo talaga in your relationship. So, jealousy. Ba't nga ba tayo nagsiselos? Jealousy starts if you begin to be insecure or if you don't know how to love yourself. Dun muna tayo sa insecurity. I was insecure with myself kasi at that time when I was in that relationship. Like, I was not fully confident in how I looked. Hindi ako nagagandaan sa sarili ko. So the fact na there was a guy that really liked me, that showed appreciation. Tapos crush ko pa siya nung time yun. Girl, that was, you know, jackpot. I always compared myself to other girls to the point na may kausapin lang siya na friend niya. As in, kahit common friend lang namin. I would begin to feel insecure. I realized lang after a year na like, ang pangit tingnan na sobrang insecure ka sa ibang tao na kakausapin lang ng boyfriend mo yung ibang girls, magsiselos ka na kaagad. Ano siya eh, you're taking away your partner's freedom. Parang sinasabi mo na dapat ikaw lang kinakausap niya. And that's not good. Jealousy din kasi causes you being controlling. Don't force them to do things na hindi naman talaga nila gusto gawin, or huwag mo sila pigilan gawin yung mga gusto nila. Take it easy lang. Because your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your partner has their own life before you came into their life. So, hindi mo dapat sila dinidiktahan kung ano dapat gawin nila sa buhay nila. Kasi, tandaan mo, before kanya naging girlfriend, may sarili siyang buhay. Huwag mo siya itali sa'yo. Huwag mo siyang takalin na dito ka lang. Being in a relationship doesn't mean na you own the person. Huwag mo sasabihin na akin ka. That may kind of sound like nakakakilig, but if you really think about it, hindi mo aangkinin yung tao. The person is yours, but hindi mo siya pag-aari. Hindi mo siya property. You don't get the right to boss the person around, you know? And to prevent jealousy, the #1 tip here is to love yourself. Because you wouldn't be capable of genuinely loving another person if you yourself don't know how to love yourself first. You know? Kasi kung alam mo naman kung paano mahalin yung sarili mo, mag-reflect na yon kung paano mo mahalin yung ibang tao. May nabasa nga ako na you can't love anyone more than the willingness to love yourself. Immature relationships, like my first relationship, you always give love, but parang lagi kang naghihingi for more na parang, I did this, so you should do it. Hindi dapat ganun. Dapat, you just give love and don't expect anything in return. That's true love. When it comes to pride naman, what I learned is you shouldn't end the day na magkaaway kayo dalawa. Because if you start doing that, that can become a habit. And that would lead to you guys not talking to each other for a very long time, to the point na baka yung boyfriend mo or yung partner mo mag-ghost mo na, which is not healthy. You don't leave a person hanging like that. Hindi mo dapat pinapatagal ng 1 linggo yung away nyo. Girl, lunukin mo na yung pride mo. Admit to your own mistakes. Aminin mo na sa sarili mo na nagkamali ka. Alam ko na mahirap aminin yon, mahirap. Alam mo yun, lunukin yung parang, ay, nagkamali ako. Conflicts naman kasi are very normal in relationships. And every conflict, hindi lang isa ang may mali. Parehas kayo may mali. But that just differs in the percentage kung sino sa inyo ang mas may mataas sa pagkakamali. But that doesn't mean na yung person na yun lang ang dapat mag-sorry. Dapat parehas kayo mag-sorry. You know, a relationship is a two-way street. You should always meet in the middle. You should always give effort para ayusin yung mga bagay-bagay, ayusin yung mga conflicts. Because if you don't, pag lagi kang may pride, lagi mo sinasabi na hindi ako magsasorry kasi hindi ko naman kasalanan. If you always apply that, that's toxic. If laging isang person lang in the relationship keeps on apologizing, nakakapagod din yun for the other person. And another is don't count your partner's mistakes. Dapat parehas kayo nag-improve. Kunyari, you have conflict. Dapat nire-resolve niyo siya and as much as possible, avoid it in the future. Nag-conflict kayo, nagbati nga kayo, pero inulit nyo naman. What comes with pride is hindi mo dapat iniisip na you're better than your partner. Hindi mo dapat iniisip na you're putting more effort in the relationship kasi if you do that, lagi mo na lang iisipin na the stuff that your partner gives to you is never enough. Dapat matuto kayo mag-adjust to each other kasi you are both different persons. So, hindi talaga natin maiwasan ang conflicts in a relationship. And conflicts somehow are healthy naman in a relationship. Hindi rin naman healthy yung lagi kayo bate, lagi kayong okay. There will always come a time magkaka-conflict kayo and you should not be scared of that. Because if maayos yung pag-resolve niyo sa conflict niyo, you would both learn some lessons and mas magiging strong yung bond niyo together as a couple. So, wag ka mag-pride, mag-sorry ka na lang kapag may away kayo. And since we already talked about conflicts, you know, arguments, let's head now to rule number 2, which is proper communication is the key. So whenever you have arguments, what I learned is dapat matutunan mong i-control yung sarili mo. Most especially kasi when you're angry at the person or when you're super disappointed about your partner, dapat pag-iisipan mo yung sasabihin mo. Kasi words, kung nakakamatay lang ang mga salita, pwede ka na makapatay ng tao because of the words that you're saying. Lalo na pag galit ka, high yung emotions mo, kung ano-ano masasabi mo nun. Personally, doon ako nagkamali. Kasi whenever I had arguments with Kokoy, sobrang sakit yung mga sinasabi kong salita. As in, looking back at it, ako mismo, if sinabi yun sa akin, girl, madadown ako ng sobra. Mafe-feel ko siguro na wala akong kwentang tao. Ganon. Siguro nga, Kokoy deserved a break, from all that pressure, from all that stress. It's not what you fight about, it's how you fight. So, don't let your emotions take over of everything that you're saying. Isipin mo kung ano yung sasabihin mo and learn to communicate properly na huwag kang puro sumbat. Explain mo sa partner mo ng maayos what went wrong, why you got mad. It's healthy to voice out your opinions, but you have to learn how to address it to your partner in a healthy way. Bago ka magsalita, huminga ka muna. Kasi pag nabitawan mo na yung salita na yun, hindi mo na siya mababawi. Sometimes, sorry is not enough kapag may nasabi ka ng sobrang masakit. Alam mo yun. Hindi natin mapipigilan na magalit. That's kung ano sabihin natin. But, at the end of the day, it doesn't always need to be like that. Kasi if you start being like that, it becomes a habit. Tapos, in simple things, kung ano masasabi mo, you're always gonna explode, you're always gonna get mad, lagi kang agit, it's not healthy in a relationship. Dapat, you should balance things out. Hindi dapat too much of something. Too much of something is always not good. It's easier said than done, but keep that in mind. Another tip under rule number 2 is it's better to talk in person or through call, through video chat, rather than puro text. We can use emojis to really express our feelings, but iba pa rin talaga kapag narinig mo yung tao na nagsasalita. That's the thing na hindi namin na-apply sa relationship namin ni Kokoy. Kasi puro kami chat noon. Whenever we're not together, lagi kaming chat. Yung simpleng okay lang. Sometimes that's misinterpreted as galit ka ba. It's just texting. Hindi mo naman talaga maririnig yung tao if galit talaga siya. That's just a petty thing na parang pag nag-okay ka lang sabihin mo, ay galit to, mag-aaway na naman kami. Alam mo yun, kung tamad yung tao mag-type, nahayaan mo. Tsaka, there are other relationships din, diba, na okay kayo sa chat, but in person, nagkakahayaan. So, I really think na mas okay if you can really hear the person, if you can see the person through your screen, lalo na ngayon na quarantine. And it's more fun kapag narinig mo yung tao na nagsasalita. You get me? Like, the happy hormones you feel kapag kausap mo na yung tao, it's different. Last tip for communication is key. Always show your partner some appreciation. Kahit super small lang yan, every day. Do or say something daily to show your appreciation and love for your partner. A simple, you look beautiful today, or bubulungan mo lang siya na I appreciate you, or kitigan mo lang siya sabihin na I love you. Ganon, simple things like that. So since binanggit ko na yung simple things, let's proceed to rule number 3. Appreciate the little things. Ito yung hindi ko rin na-apply sa relationship, and I think that you guys should apply in your relationship kasi you should avoid having expectations. Lalo na ngayon sa social media, because I believe that social media really shapes our thoughts, the messages we see and hear and watch online. Those things shape the way we think, shape the way we communicate. Dapat we should be careful as kung ano yung dinadigest natin na things through social media. Kasi because of social media, nakikita natin doon na if my partner isn't like this, then I don't want it. Parang yung mga ganun sa TikTok. I think na hindi dapat tayo solely nag-realize sa ganun. Because everything that is displayed on social media are just the good things. If everything is full of good things, you're expecting for a perfect partner. But you will never find a perfect partner because nobody's perfect. Yun yung natutunan ko kasi I myself, before, I had too much expectations. Like, tinitingnan ko yung ibang couples, I saw na parang this guy was giving super mahal na gift sa girl niya because he afforded it. But Kokoy, at that time, estudyante lang naman kami. So, paano niya ma-afford yun? Diba? Nakakaya naman if hingi siya ng hingi kay latita. Like, the simple things na pagbigay niya ng crispy chicken burger sa'yo after niyo mag-fight, girl, that's just sweet. The simple post-it notes that says, I love you. That's just little things that you should appreciate. Hindi ka dapat nag-expect ng too much na big teddy bears, bouquet of roses, No, that's not always the scenario. In social media, people or couples only post the good things. Ako kasi, I was very vocal regarding our relationship, which I think also is not that right. Like, dapat you should keep things in private. Don't show off too much kasi your relationship is just between you and your partner. So, it's okay to, like, share your experiences to the public, like, your dates, ganyan. But, it's better if you keep things private. Yung kayo lang nakakaalam. Mas natitreasure kasi pag ganyan. Tsaka, if you always post on social media, parang kinikip nyo na lang yung relationship nyo just for the sake of showing to others na you're in a relationship. Yun yung parang misconception sa amin eh. Kasi I think that our relationship was a picture-perfect relationship. You know, we were a picture-perfect couple. So hanggang picture lang. But, you know, behind the camera, behind every cute and perfect picture was our very faulty and very imperfect relationship which had flaws. A lot of flaws. Another thing under this is hindi mo dapat iniisip na ikaw lagi nagbibigay, you know, ikaw lagi nag-e-effort. Kasi kapag gano'n, hindi mo na ma-appreciate yung binibigay niya sa'yo. Kasi if you think na ikaw yung lagi nagbibigay, hindi mo na na-appreciate yung iba niyang ginagawa for you. And if you learn to appreciate the littlest of things, that would make you even happier. May nabasa ko na you are responsible for your own happiness and not your partner. Yes, your partner can make you happy, you know, can make you feel complete, but you should not solely rely on your partner para kumpletuhin ka as a person. It's not your partner's job to make you happy. It's your job to make you happy. Because if you're contented, you're gonna be happy. Yun yung misconception about happiness. Parang you always seek for things that you don't have. Kaya hindi ka nagiging masaya. But if you think about it, kapag naging kontento ka sa buhay mo, na inisip mo na, okay lang na I don't have this, but at least I have this. Okay lang na hindi ako pila ng material things ng boyfriend ko, but at least I know he loves me. Ganon. The contentment you find in a relationship would equate to your happiness. Of course, it's easy to feel good if your partner is acting the way you want him or her to act, but needing them to act in a certain way in order for you to feel good is not healthy. Like tayo sa rule number 1, hindi mo dapat kinokontrol yung tao. Happy ka nga sa ginagawa niya, hindi naman siya happy sa pinapagawa mo sa kanya. Under rule number 3 then is, you should not take your partner for granted. Hindi mo dapat nineglect yung mga bagay na ginagawa niyang simple stuff to show his genuine love for you. If you keep on neglecting, you wouldn't appreciate yung tipong simpleng I love you niya lang sa'yo, or like a post-it note that said I love you. That can be super genuine and super heartfelt, but kung you expect a lot from your partner, hindi mo siya ma-appreciate. Isipin mo na, eto lang yun. Ako na mismo nagsasabi na toxic yun kasi ako mismo yung ganun. So, sabi ko nga sa inyo, these tips are like tips that I learned na ako mismo yung nagkamali. Kaya natutunan ko na siya. And I don't know if this is for all couples, but for my relationship kasi, Kokoy told me na he felt comfort with me. And noong una, because nga I expected too much, and I didn't appreciate, you know, the little words, the little things, hindi ko na-realize that that was a very, you know, powerful word. Kasi once you find comfort in a person, it's very, irreplaceable. Malalaman mo yung sinasabi ko if you already felt the feeling of true love. Na-realize ko lang ito siguro nung nag-break na kami. Doon ko na-realize na nakaka-touch pala yung sinabi niya. Kasi we were studying in the same school. Tapos, there was a time na tinanong ko siya, why do you love me? Tapos ang sabi niya, every time he sees me smile or laugh, he instantly feels the comfort. Tapos nung time na yun, hindi ko na-appreciate yun. Like, sabi ko, comfort? Comfort? Like, what's comfort? Tapos yun pala, that's a sign of true love. Kasi, comfortable ka dun sa tao, like, komportable kang ipakita yung sarili mo, yung ikaw, without judgment. It's true love. Hindi ka i-judge ng partner mo on how you look, on how you act, kasi they love you for who you are. And that's a very powerful word. You should appreciate the person kapag sinabi niyang komportable siya pagkasama ka niya. And another deep word na dapat mong pahalagahan is the soul. Yeah, diba? I was insecure with myself. You know, I didn't apply rule number 1. Tapos sabi niya, I don't love you for the way you look because I love your soul. Sinabi niya yon, and I was like, so I'm not pretty. You know, then, ang toxic talaga. Hindi ko na-appreciate yung mga simple niyang banat na ganon, which is, like, if you think about it, mahal niya yung kaluluwa ko. Yung ako talaga. Hindi yung itsura ko. Like, hindi yung panglabas lang. Like, mahal niya kung sino talaga ako. And girl, I took that for granted. You know, stupid mother bitch. Okay, so moving on to rule number 4. Everyone has flaws, so never ever give up on your partner. Kasi I learned this because there was a time na lagi ko tinitingnan yung mga mali about him, which siguro nagtulak na rin sa akin para tanongin siya kung okay lang makipag-break. So don't give up. Never ever give up on your partner. Kasi ikaw mismo, meron kang mga imperfections, you know, not just in your physical appearance, but in your whole pagkatao. Sabi nga sa set it up ba yung movie na yun? Sabi, you like because and you love despite. So you like a person because of his positive characteristics and you love the person despite his or her flaws, you know, the negative things about that person. Malay mo na, despite that flaw, na parang yun nga yung thing na bad sa kanya, iwain mo naman yung good things. Pag nakita mo na yung flaw niya, tapos nag-give up ka na agad, hindi mo na ma-realize yung iba niyang good traits. Neglect mo na siya agad. Another thing that I learned, don't give up on each other's tantrums and moods. May mga times talaga na magiging moody or like may times na yung attitude ng partner mo is not that very desirable. Don't give up on them that easily. Moods and tantrums, bad moods, they will pass and eventually they will return to themselves again kasi hindi naman laging happiness and rainbows ang life. So there are really times na madadown ang person kahit na you try your best to make that person happy. There will always be times na magiging sad sila and there will always be times na magkaka-problem sila. So all you have to do is stay by their side, support them, comfort them, hindi yung mag-give up ka rin sa kanya kasi gusto mo na dapat lagi siya masaya. It's not how life works. Sometimes you're up, you're happy. Sometimes the wheel turns around and you're down. You feel sad. There may also come a time na mapapagod kayong dalawa. But when you're tired, a breakup is not the only solution. You can always give your partner some space, you know, to breathe, to think about life, to evaluate his feelings, you know, and give him or her some space. It's like driving along a very long highway. If you're tired, you don't stop in the middle of the highway. You slow down or you take a stopover, then go back to the highway. Drive again along the highway because for you to get to your destination, I don't know, if you have a goal of being together for the rest of your life, that's how you do it. Imagine your relationship as a very long highway. Nah, you can always take a rest, you can always take a stopover, but you should still continue to drive along that highway in order to reach your destination. Taking time apart from your partner is healthy then. It doesn't mean that you're in a relationship na you should be together 24/7. Also, give yourself time to exhale and take a break. You know, hindi naman break free to be apart, na parang bibigyan mo siyang free pass. No, not that kind of break. Just a break to contemplate, to relax, to not think about life for a while, not think about your relationship for a while. Kasi minsan pag puro yun na lang tumatakbo sa utak mo, girl, nakakapagod din yun. And lastly, what I learned is always put your God in the center of your relationship. I'm a firm believer that in everything that you do, you should always ask for support, thank, and think about your God because He will always be there to guide you. Yun yung hindi namin na-apply ni Pokoy in our relationship. Like, we always thought of each other na parang kami lang, you and me against the world. No, it shouldn't be like that. It should be you, me, and God against the world. Kasi if you include God, almost everything would go smoothly. Would always be there to guide you and to support you. Ano mo yun, magiging kaagapay niyo siya in building the strong foundation of your relationship, strengthening your relationship with each other, your bond with each other, your love for each other. Asking Him for guidance uplifts my spirit and I would be able to think na kaya ko to lagpasan. You know, this is just an obstacle. Life and relationships are like an obstacle course. Hindi siya smooth sailing, hindi siya diretso. May mga encounter kang hurdles, walls that you need to break in order for you to continue your journey. It's about believing and having faith para in the end, you guys would have a happy ending with God by your side. So now that you've made it to the end of my video, keep in mind that all the things that I said won't matter if ikaw mismo hindi mo yan ma-realize sa sarili mo. Hindi mo yan mismo i-apply sa relationship mo. It's okay to make mistakes in life and in your relationship just as long as you learn from them and you realize the things na nagawa mo mali. And the next time that you encounter a similar problem or a similar challenge in your life, ma-apply mo na kung ano yung alam mong tama. Before we end this video, I would like to give a shout out to Alisa Gajitos and Justine Gutierrez. So thank you so much for commenting, subscribing, and liking my videos. I love you so much. So if you guys want a shout out ko kayo, just click the like button, subscribe, click the notification bell, and comment below videos you want me to do. And if I think that they're interesting, they're doable, you know, I like those comments, I like those suggestions, I'm gonna pick 2 to 3 of you guys na isa-shoutout ko every week. So that's all for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. And I hope that you learned something. You know, natuto kayo ng mga lessons galing sa relationship namin ni Kokoy. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, comment your video requests below, and always remember to keep your head up high and learn from troubles that pass you by. Bye!